What if I told you there's a queen living inside your body, a real queen? And for decades, she's been doing something incredible, protecting your figure without you even knowing. She decided where fat would go. She gave you energy. She kept everything tight and in place. But here's the shocking part. After 40, this queen starts leaving, slowly, quietly, and nobody warned you. Suddenly, the same food goes to different places. The same effort gives zero results. And you think something is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. Your queen is just changing the rules, and she's not alone. There are 7 more players you've never met. Today you meet them all, and everything finally makes sense. Let's start with the queen herself, estrogen. That's her name, and for most of your life, she was your secret weapon. She kept fat on your hips and thighs, not your belly. She gave your skin that glow. She kept your mood stable and your energy high. You never had to think about her. She just worked, quietly, perfectly. But sometime in your late 30s, she started packing her bags. Not all at once. Little by little. Some months more, some months less. And by 40, the changes become impossible to ignore. Where is this going? Somewhere you need to see. Without estrogen's protection, fat finds a new home. Your belly, your waist, places it never went before. But here's what nobody tells you. You can support your estrogen naturally. With food, real food, flax seeds, just 1 spoon a day. They contain something called lignans, nature's estrogen helpers. Berries, the darker the better, packed with compounds your body loves. Edamame and tofu, plant estrogens that work gently with your system. This isn't about replacing what's leaving. It's about supporting what's still there. But estrogen isn't working alone. She has a partner. And that partner? She's disappearing even faster. If estrogen is the queen, then progesterone is her best friend, the calm one, the steady one, the one who keeps everything balanced. For years, progesterone was your natural relaxation. She helped you fall asleep easily. She kept anxiety away. She made you feel like yourself, grounded, stable, in control. But here's the secret nobody talks about. Progesterone starts dropping even earlier than estrogen, sometimes in your mid-30s, way before you expect anything to change. And when she leaves, you feel it everywhere. Suddenly you're lying awake at 3 in the morning. Your mind racing about nothing. Everything feels harder than it should. And the cravings. Oh, the cravings. Sugar, chocolate, bread. Your body is literally screaming for comfort because progesterone used to provide that comfort naturally. You're not weak. You're not broken. You're just missing your calming friend. And there's something else she was doing that you never knew about. Low progesterone doesn't just affect your mood and sleep. It goes straight to your midsection. That stubborn belly that appeared out of nowhere. Progesterone is part of that story. When progesterone drops, your body holds on to fat differently. Especially around your waist. It's not about eating too much. It's chemistry. But you can support progesterone naturally. And it's simpler than you think. Magnesium. This mineral is like a direct message to your body. Calm down, everything is fine. Dark leafy greens, avocados, pumpkin seeds, or a simple supplement before bed. Vitamin B6. It helps your body actually produce progesterone. Chickpeas, bananas, salmon. Delicious and effective. And here's the big one. Routine. Progesterone loves predictability. Same bedtime, same wake time. Your body rewards consistency with better hormone balance. No dramatic changes needed, just small daily choices that add up to something powerful. But we've only met 2 hormones so far. The next one? She's not as friendly. In fact, she might be working against you right now. Let me ask you something. Do you remember having endless energy? Eating whatever you wanted and feeling fine? No crashes. No fog. No afternoon slump that makes you want to close your eyes. That was insulin doing its job perfectly. Think of insulin as a gatekeeper. Food comes in, gets converted to energy, and insulin decides where that energy goes. For decades, your gatekeeper was fast, efficient, sharp, but after 40, the gatekeeper slows down. Not broken, just tired, less responsive than before. And here's what that looks like in real life. You eat breakfast, feel great for 2 hours, then suddenly, crash. You need coffee. You need something sweet. You need a nap. This isn't laziness. This isn't aging. This is your insulin asking for help. The same foods hit differently now. Your body processes them slower. And what doesn't get used for energy? It finds a new home, right around your middle. But once you understand this, you can change everything. Fixing insulin isn't about restriction. It's about combination. How you eat matters more than what you eat. Never eat carbs alone. That's the rule. Apple with almond butter. Oatmeal with eggs. Berries with Greek yogurt. When protein and fat arrive together with carbs, insulin stays calm. No spike, no crash, cinnamon. This simple spice actually helps insulin work better. Sprinkle it on everything. Your morning coffee, your yogurt, your fruit, and movement after meals. Not a workout, just movement. A short walk, some stretching, even washing dishes helps. Your body uses that sugar immediately instead of storing it. Here's what happens when insulin works properly again. Energy stays steady all day. The afternoon crash disappears. Cravings lose their power over you. You're not fighting your body anymore. You're working with it. But insulin has a partner in crime. When life gets stressful, this next hormone jumps in and makes everything worse. And after 40, she's louder than ever. Cortisol was designed to save your life. Thousands of years ago, a tiger appears. Cortisol floods your body. Heart races. Energy surges. You run. You survive. Cortisol drops. Life goes back to normal. That was the plan. Short bursts of stress, then recovery. But modern life? There's no tiger. Instead, there are emails at midnight, bills to pay, family to manage, work deadlines, traffic, notifications. The list never ends. And cortisol? She doesn't know the difference between a tiger and a traffic jam. She reacts the same way every single time. After 40, this becomes a serious problem. Your body has been running on high alert for decades, and cortisol starts misbehaving. She stays elevated when she should drop. She spikes when you need to stay calm. And worst of all, she has a favorite place to store emergency fat. Your belly? Right there. That's cortisol's signature. Not because you're eating wrong, because your body thinks it needs reserves for the emergency that never ends. Lowering cortisol doesn't require meditation retreats or quitting your job. It requires small moments of safety throughout your day. Your nervous system needs proof that you're not in danger, and you give it that proof through simple actions. 5 deep breaths. That's it. Inhale for 4 counts. Exhale for 6. Do this before meals, before meetings, before checking your phone in the morning. Your body gets the message. We're safe. Sunlight in the first hour of waking. Step outside, even for 2 minutes. Morning light tells cortisol to follow its natural rhythm instead of staying high all day.
Laughter.
Real laughter. Watch something funny. Call that friend who always makes you smile. Laughter physically lowers cortisol. It's not silly self-care, it's biology and physical touch. A hug, holding hands, petting an animal. These release oxytocin, which directly calms cortisol down. You don't need a spa day. You need tiny moments of peace woven into your regular life. Because when cortisol calms down, something magical happens. Your belly starts releasing what it was holding on to. Finally. But there are 2 more hormones controlling your appetite right now. And after 40, they're completely out of sync. Have you ever finished a big meal and still felt hungry? Not stomach hungry. Something else. Like your brain never got the message that you ate. That's leptin failing to do her job. Leptin is your satiety hormone. She's supposed to tell your brain, stop eating, we have enough. For years, she worked perfectly. You ate, you felt satisfied, you moved on with your day. But here's what happens after 40. You have plenty of leptin, sometimes even more than before. But your brain stops listening to her. It's called leptin resistance. The signal is there, the receiver is broken. So you eat a proper meal. Leptin screams, "We're full!" And your brain says, "I hear nothing. Keep eating." Meanwhile, ghrelin is doing the opposite. Ghrelin is your hunger hormone. She tells you when to eat. And after 40, she gets louder. Much louder. You wake up starving. 2 hours after lunch, you're starving again. That's ghrelin with a megaphone. One hormone you can't hear, another you can't ignore. No wonder eating feels so confusing now. You can fix this. You can make your brain hear leptin again. And you can quiet ghrelin down. Protein at every meal. This is non-negotiable. Protein sends the strongest satiety signal of any food. Eggs, fish, chicken, Greek yogurt. When you eat enough protein, leptin's voice gets amplified. Eat slowly. Put your fork down between bites. It takes 20 minutes for leptin's signal to reach your brain. If you finish in 7 minutes, you'll overeat every single time. Not because you're greedy, because the message didn't arrive yet. Water before meals. 1 full glass 15 minutes before eating. Your stomach sends fullness signals faster. Ghrelin quiets down. And here's the surprising one. Stop snacking. Every time you eat, ghrelin spikes then crashes. Constant snacking keeps her on a roller coaster all day. 3 solid meals with real gaps between them lets ghrelin find her rhythm again. This isn't about willpower. It's about restoring communication. When leptin and ghrelin work together again, eating becomes simple. You get hungry at normal times. You feel satisfied with normal portions. But there's one hormone we haven't talked about yet. She controls everything else. And if she's off, nothing works right. You wake up and you're already behind. Not sick, not sad, just heavy, like someone turned your speed down overnight. Your hair seems thinner. Your skin feels dry. You're cold when everyone else is comfortable. And no amount of coffee makes you feel awake. Welcome to your thyroid slowing down. Your thyroid is a tiny gland in your neck. But she runs everything. Your metabolism, your energy, your body temperature, even how fast you think. For decades, she worked perfectly, keeping everything running smooth. But after 40, thyroid problems become incredibly common in women. Some estimates say 1 in 8 women will experience thyroid issues in their lifetime, and most won't even know it. Because the symptoms? They look like everything else. Tiredness, weight gain, feeling cold. You blame age. You blame stress. You blame yourself. But what if your conductor just needs support? Your thyroid needs specific nutrients to work. Without them, she struggles. With them, she wakes back up. Iodine. Your thyroid literally cannot function without it. Seafood is the best source. Shrimp, fish, seaweed. If you don't eat these regularly, your thyroid is probably hungry. Selenium. This mineral helps convert thyroid hormones into their active form. Brazil nuts are the richest source on earth. Just 2 or 3 nuts a day, that's all it takes. Zinc. Another essential player. Pumpkin seeds, chickpeas, lentils, delicious and thyroid-friendly. But here's the important part. If you have these symptoms, unexplained weight gain, constant fatigue, feeling cold, thinning hair, ask your doctor for a complete thyroid panel, not just TSH, the full picture. Because sometimes food isn't enough. Sometimes you need medical support, and there's no shame in that. It's just chemistry. When your thyroid works properly, everything changes. Energy returns, the fog lifts, and your metabolism remembers what it's supposed to do. But there's one more hormone we haven't discussed yet, one that women often ignore completely, and she might be the missing piece. Testosterone. You hear that word and think, that's for men. Not my problem, not my hormone. But here's the surprise. Women need testosterone too, not as much as men, but enough. And when it drops, you feel it everywhere. That feeling of strength, testosterone. The motivation to get things done, testosterone. The firmness in your arms and legs, testosterone again. Even your confidence, your drive, your spark. Testosterone plays a role in all of it. And guess what happens after 40? It drops, quietly, steadily. Just like estrogen and progesterone. Suddenly the weights feel heavier. The stairs feel longer. Your body feels softer, even though nothing changed in your routine. You're not getting lazy. You're not losing your edge. Your testosterone is just lower than it used to be, and nobody talks about this. Nobody tells women that this hormone matters for them too. Until now, you can support your testosterone naturally. And the methods might surprise you. Strength training. This is number 1. When you challenge your body with resistance, testosterone responds. You don't need heavy weights. Body weight exercises work beautifully. Squats, lunges, push-ups against the wall. Your body gets the message. We need to stay strong. Protein. Your body builds testosterone from building blocks that come from food. Eggs, fish, meat. Make sure you're getting enough at every meal. Zinc. This mineral is directly involved in testosterone production. Pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, oysters if you like them. Small additions with big impact. And here's the one everyone forgets. Quality rest. Testosterone is produced while you recover. Poor rest means poor hormone production. It's that simple. You don't need to become a bodybuilder. You just need to remind your body that strength still matters. Because when testosterone finds its balance again, everything feels different. Confidence returns. Energy returns. That feeling of being capable and powerful, it comes back. One more hormone to meet. And this one works while you're not even awake. Here's something fascinating. The most powerful changes in your body don't happen at the gym. They don't happen in the kitchen. They happen while you're completely unaware. During deep rest, your body does incredible work. Rebalancing, refreshing, resetting everything for the next day. But after 40, this nightly reset becomes harder to achieve. You lie down tired, but your mind keeps spinning. You close your eyes, but true rest doesn't come. And when morning arrives, you don't feel renewed. You feel like you're already behind. This isn't laziness. This isn't aging. This is your nightly reset being interrupted. The good news? You can fix this, not with pills, not with complicated routines, with simple changes that tell your body exactly what time it is. And when deep rest returns, something magical happens. Energy comes back. Cravings fade. Your whole body starts cooperating again. Want to know how? Morning light is your secret weapon. Step outside within an hour of waking. Let sunshine reach your eyes. Even 10 minutes changes everything. Your body learns this is daytime, and later it knows when nighttime truly begins. Create an evening ritual. A warm cup of chamomile tea, a few pages of a book. Soft lighting instead of bright overhead lights. Your body reads these signals and prepares for deep rest. Tart cherries, nature's little helpers. A handful in the evening, or a small glass of tart cherry juice. They contain natural compounds that support your nightly reset. And here's the most important piece: consistency. Same time to bed, same time to rise. Your body thrives on rhythm. When it knows what to expect, everything works better. This isn't about sleeping more. It's about resting deeper. Quality over quantity. When your nights improve, your days transform. You wake up actually ready. Cravings lose their power. And your body finally remembers how to cooperate with you. We've met all 8 players now. But here's what makes the real difference. They work as a team. Here's what most people get wrong. They try to fix one thing at a time. Just estrogen. Just thyroid. Just one piece of the puzzle. But your body doesn't work that way. These 8 hormones, they're a team. They talk to each other constantly. When one is out of balance, the others feel it. Low estrogen affects your thyroid. High cortisol disrupts your rest cycles. Poor rest makes hunger hormones go crazy. Crazy hunger hormones spike insulin. And round it goes. This is why isolated solutions rarely work. You fix one thing and another falls apart. But here's the beautiful flip side. When you support the whole team at once, everything improves together. Small changes create big ripples. One good morning routine can touch 6 hormones at once. One simple evening habit can calm 4 of them simultaneously. You don't need 8 different protocols. You need one smart approach that honors how your body actually works. And it's simpler than you think. Your morning sets the tone. Protein at breakfast, sunshine on your face, a short walk if possible. In 15 minutes, you've already supported estrogen, cortisol, insulin, and your hunger hormones. Your afternoon keeps momentum. A real lunch with protein and vegetables. A 10-minute walk after eating. More water than you think you need. Simple choices that keep everything stable. Your evening brings it home. Dinner earlier rather than later. Dim lights as the sun sets. A warm cup of herbal tea. A consistent time to rest. Now your thyroid, testosterone, and nightly reset hormones get what they need. No complicated supplements. No extreme diets. No punishing workouts. Just rhythm. Just consistency. Just working with your body instead of against it. After 40, your hormones aren't your enemies. They're messengers trying to communicate, and now you speak their language. The women who understand this, they don't just lose weight. They get their energy back, their confidence back, their joy back. And that's exactly what's waiting for you. You just learned something most women never discover. The real reason your body changed after 40. Not because you failed, not because you're lazy, because 8 powerful hormones started playing by new rules. Estrogen, progesterone, insulin, cortisol, your hunger hormones, your thyroid, testosterone. And the one that works while you rest? They're not your enemies. They never were. They're your team. And now you know how to support them. Not with extreme diets, not with punishment, with understanding, with rhythm, with small daily choices that add up to everything. You have the knowledge now. The real question is, what will you do with it? Start tomorrow morning. Protein at breakfast, sunshine on your face, a short walk, just that. See how you feel in 1 week. Your body has been waiting for you to understand her, and now you do. Welcome to the next chapter. It's going to be beautiful.